All right, check 1 2, testing 1 2. Everybody hear me okay? I had to redo my setup a little bit because I loaned out my other Cintiq to a good buddy of mine who's helped me out a lot, so it's the least I could do. Um, so that meant though that I had to redo my whole second screen setup, and Wacom, unfortunately, and I talked to my buddies there, and it's not their fault. It's kind of like people in the higher up who are engineering some of this stuff need to get their act together when it comes to all the hookups because man, it was a bit confusing to get everything to work properly for the Mobile Studio Pro to connect to my PC and then have it all work well. And it's still been kind of weird. It still has some weird like disconnect issues or I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Something with UBC, USB-C, I guess, USB-C connections. The Wacom Link Plus goes out from this, and then I try to do the pass-through where you plug in the power through that to power the Cintiq, the Mobile Studio, but it would always go black. The screen would go black when that would happen. Also, I can only display right now in 1080p when I'm connected to the computer, which is really bizarre because it's a 4K screen. So pretty weird, pretty frustrating. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to get my Christmas tree to stay. Maybe it won't stay. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, so yeah, kind of frustrating. But anyway, sorry, let me just mute my phone. So yeah, I saw there was a question about what was it? Ofari said he has questions in an image form. Any place you can send it? Yeah, you can send it to my. You can do my Instagram, I guess. If you have Instagram, or you can do my email. Also, guys and gals, this will be my last stream with Pixologic for the year, because next week is Christmas, and then New Year's, and so I'm going to be celebrating the holidays with some friends, and you know, stuck here in California, unfortunately, but still, still will be fun. You know, won't get to see my family, unfortunately, but my parents are both, past 60 plus, and my grandmother's 101. So my grandmother should turn 101. I think I talked about this last stream. So she's old and she's obviously at risk, and I would be mortified if I passed anything to her. Plus, my sister works in hospital, and she lives with him currently, so that's kind of ironic. But I think she's actually like sleeping. I think she's living in my my old bedroom, which is like in a separate part of the house. So it's kind of like downstairs and second bottom floor, or whatever. Anyway, so they're doing the best they can to mitigate risks and all that. But for safety, I guess I'll be staying in California for this holiday season. So anyway, so okay, so yeah, Ofari. So my Instagram is this. Oops, that's one too many R's. Oh, and mail. Mail is that same kind of thing. lion-charts.com. So you guys can send me an email there if you like. Other than that, I think we're good to go. Oh yeah, and I will say too, if you guys want to have some fun online with me later today, and actually I'll be trying to do this every day between now and Christmas, so the 12 days of Christmas kind of thing. I started it last night, but it was kind of buggy. I'm playing Cyberpunk on stream on my Twitch. So yeah, also I should put my Twitch in there. So if you guys want to follow me on my personal Twitch, that'll be fun. So I think I'm going to restart it because I had a whole bunch of issues and the audio wasn't coming through last night. So tonight I think I'll either restart or continue Cyberpunk. I'm still very early, super early on in the game, but I'll probably just restart it. So if you want to follow me on there, that would be fun. You can check out the game. It's super highly anticipated, and it just came out on the 10th, and I just started playing it last night. So far so good. It's pretty cool. Also, the computer I have is pretty beast, so it's going to look better on this machine than practically anything, any console for sure. And very few computers at this point would have much more, higher specs to run it, and that would look any different on. Running 1080 2080 Ti RTX card by NVIDIA, and 128 gigs of RAM. You know, i9 9900X processor, about 10 cores. So you know, it's pretty strong, pretty good machine. So things look great. Anyway, okay, all that out of the way. Let me just get some. Whoa, that's weird. Yeah, see, things are buggy right now still because of this new setup. I don't know why exactly. Like I can't click. What is going on? The heck? All right, that's weird. Can we click there? Okay, that works. Music. That's so weird. It's like it's not reading the mouse, but it's reading the stylus. Like what the heck? Um, so weird. Sorry, just getting music set up here. So how's everybody doing? Jack's asking what game is it like? Cyberpunk, I mean, it's like a first-person action adventure RPG. You know, I mean, there's RPG elements. There's a lot of depth to like you know modifying your character and a lot of other stats that I guess influence you know your influence on the world and your abilities and all that. So that seems to be what the deal is basically. So it's like you know it's just you know first person shooter, but a lot of other elements mixed into it too. It's pretty cool. I gotta say it's pretty cool so far. I've heard mixed reviews, but I'm also not like holding it to some sort of high crazy expectations. I just want to have a good time, and you know, I like the idea of like I love the Matrix and anything cyberpunky related is you know Deus Ex, Human Revolution, and Mankind Divided are great games. Awesome. So yeah. All right. Anyway, see now I'm thinking that I'm like I want to turn everything into something robotic or like semi cyberpunk, and I'm thinking like and like a robotic looking version of this would be pretty awesome. So maybe maybe I'll redo this or make a sequel to this and do it all like biomechanical or just you know straight up just augmented people with robotic parts and all that. But anyway, am I playing Stadia? Oh, man, I wonder how that would run on Stadia. Okay, what are we doing here? Um, so I think I was working on her anatomy before. A bit. Oh shoot, this reminds me. Yeah, because I was working last stream. I was working on this model on this machine on the Mobile Studio Pro. Shoot, and I forgot that it wasn't. I didn't transfer those files from this machine to my PC. Ah, dang it. All right, so I'll have to work on something else other than her because I was looking at her abs and I'm like, those are way too smooth. I like added definition and. All right, so I guess I won't work on her today. That'll make it easier for me to like just copy one subtool over to the other one rather than having to like, you know, I don't know, mess with other things. So I guess we could try to work on his anatomy. You also got to like, I got to fix him up because like I got his head, you know, here connected from the previous one. I just lopped it off and stuck it on here. So I guess we could also like work on adjoining his head to his neck and also fixing his expression. I want to change that and everything. So yeah, maybe we'll just focus on his head for now. So that way then I'll just transfer the other goods to him. So, and please never mind all the subtools I have in there. That's a lot. Should I just clear? How do I clear all that out? I forget. Does everybody clear all the subtools out like that? I forget. I thought there was a way. Like, oh, whatever. Anyway, doesn't matter. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Ofari or Farai, however you say your name, should I check my email now, or are you going to send it later? By the way, where did you send it again? You probably sent it to. Just see if I can. If your question would be helpful for everyone else to hear too, it probably would be. Although I don't see an email from you yet, so I guess if you haven't sent it, then no worries. Yeah, I don't see an email from you yet. So if you want to send it during stream, if that would help, go for it. Yeah, how's everybody doing, by the way? Is everyone good? Everyone having a decent Christmas season? Hanukkah? I think what would be the best way to work on this too, because I'd like to try to work on it symmetrically and then edit it a little bit, rather than do everything twice, which is annoying. I'm just gonna move the head onto a separate place here for a second, and just try to center him. Delete that. The floor in here. Okay, so we can always oops. Oh, come on. Alright, meant to do that, and I meant to do this. Okay, so now at least it's centered as far as its volume, but for the face now, we're going to have to do a little of this. And a little of that. And a little of this. And then we're just going to make some happy trees. Just some happy trees. I always think of Bob Ross, man. Paul Gabriel brings him up too. For those of you who grew up in the 80s and 90s, man, Bob Ross was a popular painter on PBS, Public Broadcasting System, here in the U.S. And I'm sure he's pretty famous now. A lot of people know him by meme, I guess. But he had a really curly fro, and seemed like such a pleasant gentleman. He was very calming in his voice, and people would often... I remember as a kid, I fell asleep. I fell asleep many times hearing him speak and talk about painting. It's pretty funny. I forget, would this work? Oops, no, don't want to do that. I want to edit model opacity. Oh, it's got to go this way. Okay, but that won't let me see through. Now it's just, okay, it's still occluding the lines. Guess I could do it like this. So I'm just trying to get it as symmetrical as I can before I start sculpting on it, just to help me with expediting, like just working on the eyes really and the mouth, that kind of stuff. What does the topology look like? Because I haven't touched this in forever. It's all, okay, so it's all decimated. And we got separate parts in here. Yeah, that I boolean together. Alright. And no tongue. Could probably add that. Yeah, and everything else is just decimated. Okay. What happens if I do mirror and weld? How does that look? Cross-eyed, that's what it looks like. Hilarious. Yes. Perfect. There he is. Done. Hilarious. It's great. So what if we do it the other way? He's gonna be looking the opposite directions. Yes, perfect. Just like I wanted. Awesome. Perfect, right? His eyes are going this way. Oh boy. But that looks, aside from the eyes, actually, I think that looks better on the face than the other one. When I had to flip the other one, he was cross-eyed. The face looked a little too small. Let me just zoom here and see how this affects everything. Oops. Because originally he was viewed more like this, you know, it's kind of like a sinister sort of like back off kind of look. But when you look at it from the side here or something, it's definitely more funny. It's a little bit more like a curious animal or a bit effeminate. He's got that like kind of look to him. Oh, weird. What is going on in there? I don't remember how I oriented all this, but that is some weird looking eyeballs. Like, how's that? I'm gonna separate that quick, check out what's going on in there. Do 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 do. What is going on here? So there's like a disc? Is that just a disc floating there? So what if I do auto group? Well, yeah, it'll isolate it. How weird. How weird is that? Why is that like that? Oh, cool. Okay, so these are also intersecting. They're all still separate. Interesting. All right. So if I turn off double, yeah, this is the plane. Huh. Why is that there? That's so weird. I guess it's from the previous, maybe from the eyeballs or something for an iris. I don't know. All right, so we'll delete hidden. Get rid of that, unnecessary. And yeah, just trying to decide how I want to orient this so that we can get a fast symmetry. How are we looking here? Not far. I feel like that's like a median line right there. It's pretty close. So again, if I do this, something helpful too is like this white line here that creates a safe zone in ZBrush. They can use that as something to gauge, you know, balance between two different areas. So like I'm looking at the lower end here of the eyes, like I'm looking at these two little, the eye bags kind of, and using that as sort of like a leveler with the white line. All right, let's see here. All right, how's that? Auto group again, keep things clean. Okay, just an image question in your IGDM. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can check that. All right, got requested. And accept. Placing, okay, so you're asking about any idea how I can go about placing this cloth on a character, the male. All right, let's see. So you're looking at a basic robe. So are you talking about the robe, like that wraps around him, or are you talking about like the towel he's holding, or both? I'm assuming you mean like the tunic kind of looking dress. It's like an African, a traditional African. I'm just saying tunic because I don't know the proper name. I'm sorry. I hope I don't upset anybody. Not sure what the proper, the attire is called, but yeah, it basically looks like a tunic. I mean, it seems pretty simple as far as design goes, as far as the actual shape of it. The cloth. ZBrush, how do I twist a curve line without distorting? Okay, sorry, I missed a couple questions here. So for everybody, I guess, because I guess I could show it on stream. Let me see if I can show you guys what he's asking so you guys have an idea. Oh, and if you guys don't know, by the way, if you guys have Unreal, this scene This is freaking awesome, man. The Meerkat scene, that was this was done by Weta Digital guys over there. They did an amazing job on this, man. I'm going to be messing with this a lot over this over probably the next week or so, and using a lot of these, repurposing a lot of what I learned from here for my own short, because I have to do tricot in like fur and feathers, and so this is perfect for me to learn from. And the Weta just did all this stuff on there with Unreal, and you know, they just basically used Maya and Unreal, and they did this whole short in there, and it's freaking awesome. If you haven't seen it, it's incredible. Definitely watch the short if you haven't watched it yet. It's just phenomenal. It looks incredibly real, you know, and it's super cute. This is just, I'll just show you a little clip of it. But the realism you can get out of Unreal right now, this is already pretty much real time, you know? I mean, I'm sure they probably like let it render every frame perfectly so it runs like a cinematic, but still, like, the fact that you're seeing it like this in engine, you know, you're not having to like look at it as something separate with only splines and then having to imagine what it's going to look like when it renders. Like, you could pause it and zoom around this character and it would look exactly like it does right now. It's bananas. It's awesome. So anyway, yeah, you should check it out. And they got the eagle to look great too. The sound design is great. They just did a phenomenal job, man. It's such a simple. I mean, I guess we could just watch the whole thing. It's like only a minute long. But yeah, I'll put the link in the chat too, so you guys can check it out. But you can just Google search like Unreal Meerkat and Unreal Weta Digital. But just incredible, man. This is just incredible that you can do this now on one machine at home. All right, we got the tree. Just amazing. So it really gets me stoked for what I want to do with my short, because it's going to look like this. It's going to look photoreal. Just awesome. Super charming. Love it. So that's awesome. So let me go to Instagram. So the cloth question. So for anyone who wants to know about that, I can show you how to do it in general in ZBrush with their new cloth feature. It's nothing too challenging. Let me find your question. Okay, so I'll save the image. Open it up, and okay, so a gentleman in chat is asking about how to make the gentleman in this photo his clothing. The cloth, he's saying. Whoops. Shoot, where'd that go? Alright. So you're asking about this, Ofari. So you're saying the cloth, so you mean his clothing, the tunic, or do you mean what's draped over his shoulder that he's holding, like the towel? Which one are you asking, or both? I'm not sure which one you're curious about. Or is that part of it somehow? Maybe I'm confused, because it looks like, I feel like it just has something draped over his shoulder. But is that actually part of, because I see the same colors on her. So is that actually part of his attire? Like it's built, it's connected. I guess it's not draped over. I thought it was like a towel or like another cloth that he was holding on his shoulder, but I guess actually looking at it here, it looks like it's affixed. Both, please. Okay, yeah, because it looks like it's... Okay, yeah, sorry, duh. Now I'm seeing it here, or the folds are actually... So it is part of it, like hers. It's just like half, I guess. Like, or like a portion of it. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I can address this quick. It's kind of relevant to like what we're doing here, too. Same kind of thing. It's like humans in clothing. Same cloth wrapped on himself. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean, something similar. A friend of mine, when I was... Right before we had the cloth reveal in ZBrush, a friend of mine sent me... I asked her to help me because I was trying to expedite the process of my short film. So I'm working on the boy from The Last Guardian, and I made his tunic, or I was trying to make his tunic, and I said, hey, could you help me with that in Marvelous Designer? And then she did, but then we had the cloth simulation come out on ZBrush, and now it's like, you know, I just used that. I used her mesh, remeshed it, and then ran the cloth simulation a bit on this to create this. So this is very similar to what you're asking, essentially, except it's just less pieces, right? His work, or his clothing, it's very similar, but it's just like it feels like it's less pieces, like, 'cause there's one major piece basically, and I don't really see like a belt area. I just see like a lot of folding over the shoulder area. So there's very similar. It's a very similar process. So so to show you, I'll just isolate this. Like that's basically what you're wanting to create. It's just elongated. It's just longer. So that's all you just make it. So I guess I can show you how this is made. You guys get a little behind the scenes of what the short film assets are gonna, or made like. Generally, if you want it for animation, it's one thing. If you want to 3D print it, that's another thing. So that'll dictate thickness and how you want things to be. But we're talking for animation. Brush auto masking. Click on backface masking. Oh, for David. Sorry. What's the other question there? Sorry, I'm missing some chat here. According to Unboxing, what is this? The Unboxing Therapy plays really good, better than PS5 on Stadia with fast internet connection. Oh, cool. Elliotless Legend. Okay. How do I twist a curve line without distorting? How do I twist a curve line? So someone else got that, I guess. How do I twist a curve line without distorting? You mean like a curved line with like a ribbon attached to it or something, like a strap of some type? Okay, so when I use a clay buildup brush, Dave is asking when I use the clay buildup brush on the thin mesh, thin meshes like fingers, it pulls the backside of the mesh to create volume. Is there a trick to fix that? So, yeah, with back face masking is exactly, David E. That's exactly how you fix that. Also just masking too. If you're having trouble with that, hair. Excuse me, sorry, dog hair. My corgi sheds like a lot. If you do backface masking or also just manually mask, that would help. But backface masking should do the trick. I have that saved out right here. So that's backface auto masking. But I think, where is that? Is that in here? I forget where that is. Auto masking. Yeah. It's right here. So if you go into brush and you come down to auto masking, and then you got your backface mask right there. So you can turn that on or off. If you want to bring that into your UI, all you do is you go to preferences, config, enable customize, go to brush, select that, hold Alt and Control, and then drag it to wherever, click and drag it to wherever you want in your UI. I did that to put it here. And then there you go. Then you got backface masking readily available for your usage with any brush. So it's a per brush setting. So you change brushes, make sure that you remember that backface masking will not be on for every brush you've selected. It's only a per brush connection. Okay, sorry, moving down the line. Okay, same clap, everyone. Hello, Taldon. Yep. Have you ever sculpted the Rock character? Try the chibi one. No, I've never sculpted the Rock. I've never sculpted Dwayne Johnson. It's funny. Some people say I kind of like look like him in some photos sometimes. It's like, hey, whatever, I'll take it. Other people say I look like David Blaine in some photos. I mean, maybe like a chubby David Blaine, because I'm like, getting the COVID-20, as they call it, right? Not really. It's like 5 pounds, maybe 10 pounds. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Like a ribbon. Okay, that's what you're asking. Okay, yeah. So you want to know how to do the curve. The curve. All right. So yeah, you want a curve line without distorting. So what do you mean by distorting, though? Do you mean like it not crumpling up on itself? Because I'm not really sure how to fix that. It's sort of the curve line is not perfect. You know what I mean? It doesn't always behave the way we like it to. When did I find out I wanted to be a CG artist? Is that my childhood dream? No, it wasn't actually my childhood dream, ironically. Nice, thanks. Okay, ZBrush auto rig like Maya. No, ZBrush cannot auto rig like Maya. You can use Z-spheres to like create a internal, like rig. Z-sphere rig is what they call it, and that lets you pose in ZBrush. But the setup of it takes time. You got to test it to make sure, like any rig, you got to put it there, test it, see what it affects, how much of the mesh is it affecting, and it doesn't have the tightness, and you can't paint weights the way you can in Maya. So I would say approach learning and using a Z-sphere rig with caution if time is of the essence, and or if you intend to rig it in or want it to be rigged as a regular animatable model, in another software. Because your Z-Sphere rig will only work in ZBrush, of course, and won't transfer out, unfortunately. I wish they'd create something that would detect joints and bones so that you could actually export that into Maya. That'd be awesome. But that doesn't exist right now. So your rig will only work, your Z-Sphere rig will only work in ZBrush. And if you pose your model, is out of symmetry, so that'll be more challenging for someone, I think, to rig in Maya. It'll be more of a headache because they can't, just mirror things over. Anyway, so all right. So getting back to the tunic question, cloth. So I mean, if you have a human figure, and you wanted to put, you want to design something like this, all right, to go around them. So so this is what it would look like. Let me turn off textures. And even polygroups don't really matter. I just want to show you like the wireframe. Let me turn off. Bloop. Okay, so this is what you're seeing right now is simply just a one-sided. See, because if I turn off double, you're going to see through the back face, the back normals. You're just getting cloth here, right? You're just seeing the tunic as it would be draped over his body in T-pose. Okay. And so what I'll do is let me just bring in another human character. Let me bring one of the ones that comes with ZBrush. Which one do we want? Yeah, I'll do Nick Z's average male. Okay. So let's say you wanted to create cloth for this guy. We're gonna want to create a I'm trying to think what would be the best, fastest form. Probably cylinder, I guess. Yeah. So, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Is that already a... Yeah, this is already a 3D cylinder. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're going to want to insert the cylinder. And shrink this thing down. I mean, there's multiple ways you can create something to create clothes around a person. I mean, you could also like extract from the person, so you'd have something like really close to their body already. But I'll do this to see if we can show the new cloth features quickly in ZBrush. So we want to get rid of that, top and bottom because we want it to be open. So we want to delete hidden. And we want to create a hole here for his arms, for his shoulders. Maybe it's a little too big. I guess that's fine. It could even be a little longer, I guess, because they typically tend to have like longer openings. All right, delete hidden. Turn double on so we can see both sides. Scale this guy down. Stretch it out. Maybe I cut the holes a little too low. So let's go back. I should probably actually, do this first. Derp. Alrighty. And I know we're stretching everything right now. We usually want nice squares. You don't want like rectangles typically, if you can avoid it. But I'll Z-remesh this in a minute, so it won't matter. And we can turn on symmetry quickly. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to push this together to create a collar. I'm turning this on here. This is like local symmetry. So like now if I would go Z, see that it's attached to that, even though I moved it back from center, world center. If I turn that off, you'll see now it's floating in space on the front end Z. So it's not looking at the model as symmetrical, it's looking at the world symmetry. So you turn on local symmetry and suddenly it centralizes to relevance of the object you're working on. So that's a little side note to be aware of. Go here. All right, so let me look at the reference again because I'm not even. Oh, it's the wrong thing. Where are we here? Okay. All right. So I mean, yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah, it's not. Duh. It's not a collar. It's more like dash. Okay. So asymmetrical. Derp. Sorry. Hello. I keep thinking like regular. My brain was like in regular clothing mode. All right. So we want Z. We don't want X. All right. Duh. What am I thinking? Sorry. Brain fart. My brain's in too many places at once. All right. And so we want this outside of his body. There's a way to shrink wrap it kind of like onto the body as well, and I think we're gonna try that. I haven't done that actually yet much. I did it once, I think, in the during the beta for clothing, but let me see if I can remember how to do it properly here on the fly. I think I did it like once or twice, but I feel like I remember it now because I'm familiar with the tools there. All right, we turn all symmetry off. Actually, front and back can still be on, just not X. Kind of want this not to be bunched up. We don't want a cluster cuss of polygons. All right. Ah, it's flipping around. All right. Go. All right. Bring this down. Make it nice and snug. Okay. Gotta fix this area. It's a little effed up. Come on. Topological. Move topological. There we go. All right. Is this useful for everyone else too? Hopefully this is interesting. I don't want anyone to be annoyed too much. But I figured this could be useful for a lot of people. Just kind of learning some basic techniques here on how to make some clothes in ZBrush rather quickly. Sorry, this is a little futzed right now. A little futzed up. Oh, wrong one. Come on. That's something that could definitely be improved, and I hope that Fair or somebody else in there can maybe take care of this. Is just picking points in ZBrush. Sometimes it's like this weird game where it's like it feels like you're trying to corner a subatomic particle where it's like, nope, just kidding, you can't catch me, and it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, I know I'm pointing at a point, but it'll jump to one that's further away, or like I'm using Z modeler brush and I'm trying to edit them, and I'm like, I can't click on the point, but I can point at it with my mouse, and it's so frustrating. And while in Maya, I can just be like, oh yeah, here's a point, no matter where. It's like you can just, it's one-to-one, it's like straight on. But here in ZBrush, sometimes it'll snap to other points or like go around everywhere but the point you want to click on. It's like infuriating. And I feel like I've collectively wasted hours of my life trying to edit some things in ZBrush like that when I probably should have just thrown it into Maya and done it there and then brought it back into ZBrush. But just all that is just annoying too, like hopping in and out of software. So anyway, if somebody at Pixologic could work on that, that'd be awesome. Because that sort of point detection and how it's not just one-to-one with where your mouse is on screen and how it likes to snap away or just evade usage is super frustrating. Okay, so all right, we got the basic shape now, so that definitely goes over his shoulder. So we're gonna push this up a bit, smooth this out. Okay, so there we have it. Maybe it needs to be a little longer actually. And, you know, if you like, after I show this to you, Ofer, I can just send you this mesh if you want. I can just, like, Dropbox it to you or something. This isn't a license for everybody. I'm just doing this because I'm doing this anyway, and it's like, why waste the time? So then you can use this as something to, like, reference, you know? Well, this is my last stream for the year, so on here. So it's not like I can get a lot of requests. But I figured if I'm doing this anyway, I might as well, you can just hand it to you and Merry Christmas. A little helpful gift. Okay, so we got that there, and let's cut out this whole. Oh, oops, don't want symmetry on there. Hide that. And we do this, and that, and this. Actually, we want it longer, why not? Alrighty. Alright, get rid of that. Okay, so then we got our hole in the arm. Actually, we could reduce that a little bit. Oh, shoot, okay. And delete hidden. Okay, so... You know, and you'd want to sculpt them this more to add, like, more wrinkles, of course, and have it, like, bulging over, you know, or you could add some more edge loops and then, you know, do that so that you're not, like, stretching much. But we're going to, like I said, we're going to ZBrush this in a minute. Right. Sorry, I know people are sending stuff in chat. I'm just trying to get this going as fast as I can. Okay. All right, so from here, I want to do a quick save, but I have so many other subtools open right now, I think it'll take forever. So I'll just save this as a test subtool. Tunic test. Bloop. Okay. Sorry, what am I missing here? Very useful. Turn down your brush size. Oh, I've done that at times, yeah, but it doesn't always help. Wow, that'd be great. Turn draw size 1 when using ZModeler. I guess I could try one. Maybe I haven't tried one. You know what I mean? Like I've done that when you're like, that's a cool trick with move topological. You go to 1 and you move the whole thing like a solid piece. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll have to try that with ZModeler. Maybe I haven't gone down to 1. Maybe that would help a lot more than I thought. Really appreciate you showing this data. Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. As long as people are finding it useful too. You know, I mean, I don't want to bore anybody with anything really. If they're gonna get pissed, I'd rather not annoy anybody. Okay, so here we are. Now we're gonna go to dynamics. We'll dock this over here. And let me refresh my memory. So forgive me for being a little slow in this department because I haven't done this a ton yet. I've done it a few times because I was focusing on the kid. So what we want to do, I think, is contract, and we don't want to contract so much on the Y. We just want to contract on the X and the X and Z. So it's left to right, front to back. So we turn off Y. We don't want gravity on for that because it'll just drop. We just kind of want it to conform a bit to his body, but not. Yeah, I mean it's pretty conformed to his form. So we're not gonna have gravity on at all. Sure, we want some self collusion, but I don't think there will be much. We got him showing. We don't need the eyes. And I forget if hierarchy affects anything. I don't think it does. What else do we want here? Firmness, sure. Simulation iterations, crank that up a little bit. We want high resolution. Collusion volume. I think now it's already. I think yeah, when collusion volume is on, it's already calculated. Whatever else is not selected is a collusion object. Inflate. We don't really want much inflation. All right, let's see how this goes. Max points. Make that. Oh wait, I should ZBrush too, derp. Because this is not the topology we really want. Let me do that really quick. Let's bring this up. Let's make this a little bit more of a curve rather than a box. I want it to look a little bit more natural. Yeah, right, like that. Okay, so there we go. It's fine. It's not beautiful, but it works. ZBrush. So go to geometry. ZBrush. Really don't need. I mean, none of this really needs to be adjusted much. Adaptive. We probably don't want it. What are we at right now? We're at like 2000. That's about right for a low cage. That's nice. So we probably want to stay to say 2. We want to bring adaptive way down so it doesn't go too divergent of that. And say ZBrush. See how we look. Nice. Not bad at all. Oh, little like you don't want triangles like that. So let's try again. Doop. Dang it. Get rid of the triangle. We don't want triangles. No triangles. See, everything's great except like these triangles, which, I mean, I guess we could just fix manually. Okay, so there's quads. I wish there was a way to check, like, just to auto-check, like, are there any quads anywhere? I mean, any triangles anywhere? Yeah, but that's still really messy. It's still, like, it's not sculpting friendly, and it's not animation friendly, really. When you have triangles in, like, areas like this, there's, like, a quad, but it's, like, a stretched quad. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really... It's not very nice. It's not, you know, it's not clean. You want nice clean lines everywhere, but that is always a challenge with clothing. That's one of the inherent challenges with clothes, is that you've got these natural folds in areas which can be, you know, challenging in general to have flow nicely, have edge loops flowing nicely through. Everything else looks fine, of course. It's just right around here that's a little messy. See what happens if we could just throw in an edge loop, I guess. See how that looks. I mean, it's still going to add a little extra. It's going to add a little extra line there, but I guess that helps. Helps kind of keep things in a nicer, cleaner, organized manner. See, the thing is, with these kind of things with holes, you want the edge loops going around them. You don't want them. You don't want them pulling off like this that much, because that doesn't allow for natural relaxation. So again, we could try something else. We can try quickly ZBrush guides and see how it takes. So we'll just make a complete edge loop here, like so. A little messy, but there it is. And ironically, it seems like it kind of did that. Yeah, it did an edge loop. You know, proper edge loops around this large area. I don't know why I imagine I'm about to ZBrush again, but see, that's nice. Edge loops around there is perfect. Everything's great except this one area here, really. So we need to figure out if it can detect this. So, all right, let's see if it will let the guides influence it. Curve strength. So now we got to make the curve strength significant. Let's go with like, yeah, let's go with like 65. Adaptive, keep that low. We could say 2,500, why not? Okay, let's try this. ZBrush. Aha. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Just about. I mean, again, you got a triangle here, but meh. I mean, it's not a real triangle, star, excuse me. But yeah, we're looking a lot better here. I think this is good enough. You know, again, not perfect like that. This little area here is a little clustery, but again, Again, this is an example. It's not like it's going to be perfection, but I think this is workable. You know, I'd rework some of the topology in there so it doesn't look like, you know, interesting. You know, I'm just looking at the back, and I'm like, the back looks better than the front. I'm wondering if I just did a mirrored weld, if I could get this to interesting. Here's another idea. So, like, you know, you can always fix stuff rapidly by just utilizing all the different techniques you have in ZBrush. All right, so we do that, and then we do this, and that. Okay, so this is kind of like, hide that for a second. This is kind of guerrilla style. We're just really doing it quick and dirty, but let's see here. So another great feature that I forgot is available here. Let's just delete hidden. We've got on edges, you can mask on an edge, which is so great. Bloop. Love that. It's so useful. And then bloop, like that. And up here. Bloop. All right, done. So those edges are masked. They won't move. What we want to do is invert. Everything but those edges are there. And I'm going to move this thing forward a bit. Why? Because I'm going to do a mirror and weld in a second. Okay, it's going to look ugly for a minute, but it's going to look great right after. And I'm going to chop this thing so it's perfectly straight. Bam. Nice. So now it's all in the same alignment. And we want to do a Z mirror and weld. So come up here is your mirror and weld. Click Z, turn off X, slap that on. Oops, wrong direction. All right, so we delete hidden. We deleted that already. Okay. So then I want to flip it because it wants to go the other way. Okay, now again. Ah, too far. Okay, so where's the world? All right, let's try that again. Not without local symmetry on. Bam! Yes! Okay, just want to move it a little closer though. So we'll go like that. Try again. Bam. Yeah, good enough. Nice. Okay, so now it looks weird, but we just do a little smooth. A little smooth. So this, see, when you got like nice topology on one side and you don't have on the other, and both sides are mirrors of each other, essentially. This is a great way to, actually I should turn on, see. This is a great way to fix that, you know, rather quickly. Since UVs aren't made yet or anything else, you're not ruining any of that. You're not being destructive, you're actually being far more efficient and creative quickly. All right, so let me bring these down. And smooth. There we go. All right, looking good. We've got nice edge loops around everywhere we want. Turn the guy back on, and there you go. We've got a nice looking tunic. And we can move this back a little bit so it's properly around his body. All right, we're looking good. Sitting pretty. Save this quick. This tunic test. Yes, overwrite. Okay. All right, now big showcase. The shrinkage. All right. Let's recalc. Okay, let's see. Oh, auto saving. Shoot. Okay. It's a snack break. Sorry, it's going to take a minute because I have like a bazillion subtools open. I've been working on my reel. I've been working on like designing, re-editing my reel, and it's taken forever because some companies want to see a lot of Unreal work, and I'm prepping a lot of stuff for my short film, but it's like huge stuff and it takes a lot of detail and time, and so I've been working on all kinds of stuff to like throw into my reel, and it's just been taking forever. But it's gonna be a kick-ass reel. I'll be proud of it. Okay. Exodus, what's up? So we got like 97 people in here. I think. Oh, okay. Let me finish this and I'll make a little re-announcement. All right. Okay. I think we're good. We got contraction. We've got no gravity. Let's see how this runs. Crossing my fingers. Yes. Beautiful. Look at that. Almost too tight. A little too tight. But it's great. Right? Bam. Tunic is done. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of that, just note those settings. Very simple. It's very logical, but I think, you know, there's definitely a learning curve to remembering all that. But I mean, I think it looks practically perfect right now. It's just need to like fluff it up a little bit. You know, just need to, you know, it's probably the wrong term to use in this case. You know what I mean? Just need to, get your minds out of the gutter. We just need to, pull it out so that it's not so close to the skin. Okay, so now I'm using the clay buildup, and again, like for that previous question, backface masking would help so it doesn't make some weird erroneous areas. Some smooth. All right, so it's a little tight around there. We don't want it to look like a dress. We want it to look like a tunic. Big difference, huge difference. So we're gonna do this because this area should be symmetrical for the most part. So I'm gonna use this to open up. And it comes low. It hangs low on the form. Looking at him now, it's like just around above the ankles. So I mean, a little stretching of the quads is no big deal. So, I mean, I know because we were saying, like, I wanted to try to keep everything in nice squares. But, yeah. So, again, just I want to keep things nice and orderly. So the way it's curving like that, a little annoyed. So I might just work this quick to get this all cleaned. All right, I do this. Bam. I'm just smoothing things out to kind of keep it nice and orderly. Keep all those edge loops flowing in a nice way. And we kind of pull this out a little bit. Yeah, but I mean, there you go, man. There's your tunic. I think it could be a little bit more material that's needed in here. So what we can do is go back to ZModeler. We select our edge, and we want to do an extrusion of our edge, of our complete edge. So we want to do extrude, I believe, faces, edge loop complete. I hope this is correct. Okay, but let's do it at 90 degrees. We don't want to do it that way. We don't want to add like an illusion of thickness. We want to do, shoot, what am I doing? All right. So we want to do, how will this work? I'm trying to remember how to do this correctly too, because I haven't done this a lot. Poly loop? No, that's the other way. Edge loop complete. Extrude move, maybe? Is that what I want to do? I forget. Single row. I want to do the whole edge loop though. Wait. See, this is an area that I need to, aha, there we go. Maybe that's it. This is an area I need to practice on, so forgive me for not being perfect execution here. All right, mask. All right, invert mask. Come on, invert mask. And let's do this again. No? No? You don't like it? What's going on? What if we sharpen mask? Oops, no, shrink mask. Sharp, shrink. No, it doesn't do it while it's masked. Okay, crap. Dang it. I just want to close in this edge loop. How do I do this? Does anyone remember how to do this? What does it say? It looks like a toga. Yep, pretty much. You can shoot in the dynamics options. In dynamics? I mean, I'm not looking to extrude like dynamically. I mean, I want to add edge loops though. I want to just, I mean, add, like, I want to take this whole edge loop and just move inward. Oh, duh, maybe that was it. Was it symmetry? No, it wasn't symmetry, because yeah, I don't want symmetry on anyway. Come on, what is going on? Except for true faces says extrude. Oh, okay. Is that it? Just extrude. Option at the button, the bottom. What, this one? I got the extrude, but I'm looking at like now just doing the whole. Just want to do this whole complete edge loop. Come on. Sorry, this is something I should know, but I just actually haven't tried to do it recently. This is kind of a new feature too. Extrude edge face. Wouldn't it be just extrude? Edge loop. It's not liking that. Not liking that. Oh, come on. Why is this not more intuitive? Extrude unselected edge loop. Select unselected edge or selected poly loop. Shift to snap angle. Yeah, well, it's not extruding anything. What the hell? Why? One-sided, right? Yes, it's one-sided. All right, so that's weird. See, like, it'll extrude out of here. That's weird. What the heck? It's just doing one. It's doing one out of there, but it's not doing anything out of here. Did I add an edge loop like super tight to this thing, and it's just not? Why is it not doing it out of there? That is so weird. Confused. Let me go back a bit here. Undo. Okay, so I don't think I extruded anything from here. Okay, so now it's working. Okay, so that's working like that. But what if I want to do the whole thing? Let's just do it at one. I want to do the whole edge loop. There we go. Okay. I don't know. I think I might have added an edge loop like right against the other edge loop, and they were so close together it was detecting the other one that was further in and not the other one that was out. Anyway. Okay. Sorry about that. Jeez. Stress. Okay. There we go. So now that's looking better. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. I think that's it. I mean, then other things you probably want to do that might be useful. Now let's see if I can do this the way I wanted to do it, because I was doing it by accident before. But if I want to extrude, and I wanted to do like a 90-degree... Was it this? I think it was this. Yeah. So there you go. So you do that, and it's... Oh, is it doing the whole thing? Wait, hold the phone. That's weird. Why is it... Oh, it's doing it like... Yeah, it's doing like a lip. Okay, but it's like curving inward. Okay, so then... Yeah, because that is what I want to do, but I just didn't want it to be like right up against the other side. Okay, so that's great. But what we want to do is... hide all these, like that. Invert selection, scale, center this in the volume of that. And contract. No, why is it... Come on. I don't want the... Is it... No, it's not welded to that, though, is it? See, but why is it masking the yellow, too? It shouldn't be masking the yellow at all. Is it welding to them? Is that what it's doing? Is that welded there? Oh, I think it is. Oh, crap. Okay, so that's... I don't want to do that. Okay, so an easy way to fix this would be... delete that. Wait, no. Dang you. Delete that. Delete that. Okay, that's weird. That's screwing things up. Come on. Ah. All right, we don't want it to like create an edge loop around there. We just want to create. I mean, the other way to do it is just an extrusion fast. Stitch to the opposite side of the yellow. Yeah, the back of the normals. Yeah. All the functions. Who used... Oh, why not use thick skin? That's right. I should do that. Thank you. I forgot all about that. Shoot, and I have to review that because I haven't yet. I'm aware of thick skin. Unless you guys want to walk me through that very quickly. That's terrible. It's such a new feature. It just came out like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and I haven't... I just watched the brief thing. Hey, what's going on? I just want to create a quick... I mean, there's so many ways to do this. I mean, I could create thick skin, though. It's just like extrusion. I mean, basically, all I want to do is just... There's so many ways to do this. I think the fastest way is here. All right, we can do it like this, I guess. This will be fine. This will be a fast, quick and dirty way. Polygroup, island, extrude inward. This is basically all I wanted to do. Just create a lip that goes inside. And then we do this. And we want to hide that. Oh, other way around. Derp. Brain fart. Come on, work with me here. All right, there we go. That's one thing. There we go. That's good. Delete hidden. Boom. That's what I wanted to do. Thank you. Jeez. Okay. So now you got your clothing lip, and we want to do the same thing over here. feel like I could use a couple more edge loops, actually. And shrink that. Oops. Just trying to soften the mask. Okay, just bringing that up a little bit. Actually, it could be a little lower, I guess. All right, good enough. All right, and then we just do a nice little lip in here. Oop. Oh wait, did I? Oh yeah, I got to invert that too because it flips the normals when you do the extrusion inward like that. I'll take care of that in a minute. Leave double on. And we want to hide all that, and then hide this guy, and hide this guy. And yeah, we want that. Hide that guy. Okay. Invert, delete hidden, and now turn off double. We hide that guy. Invert, we flip, and boom, done. Oh wait, bottom. The bottom. It's the same thing here. A little too thick. There we go. Hide. Hide. Invert. Delete hidden. Flip. Done. Okay. Boom. Tunic is complete. And look at that. It's even got some of the same major colors that the other one did. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I inverted the other ones. Oops. All right. This. Flip. There we go. Done. So there is the tunic. And that's how you do this. Sorry, it's a little roundabout way, but it works. That's how you make a tunic in ZBrush. Extrude as a drag and hold shift. That makes it 90 degrees. Oh, okay. I'll do that next time. Okay, so extrude edge, drag, and hold shift. Okay. Okay, let's see. Right now, he's demoing a tunic for someone in chat. Yep. Okay. When is he sculpting? Patrick asks. Yeah, I'll get back to it right now. Okay, so this is finito. This is ready to go. I'm going to save this out. Tunic test. And Ofari, I'm going to send this to you. Can we do files in Instagram? Is it possible? I think it just lets me do the images. We could save this as a GIF, right? There's a way to do that now too, where you can save ZTools as a GIF and send that file that way. I wonder if that would work. That's crazy. I haven't tried that yet either. That's a new feature they added recently. So let's try this. iMimage 3D PNG format and GIF. I'll send you the GIF. Do this. Test GIF. I'm going to send this to you on Instagram as a GIF. And if you are at your computer, can you open it? Try to open it and let us know if it works. Because that would be wild. Ah, that's so crazy. All right, let's see here. Where did I save that? In here. All right, wait, where did I just save that? Yeah, Cupid 2020. All right, it sees JPEGs, it sees PNGs. It doesn't see GIF. Okay, so I'm going to save it as a PNG. See if that works. Let's see here. PNG. Tunic test. There it is. Okay. I'm sending you this now as a PNG that you can open in ZBrush, supposedly. And I'm sending it to you through Instagram. It went. See if you can save it and open it that way. Otherwise, I'll just open up Dropbox right now, and I'll save it there for you and send it to you as a link. and do this really quick. All right, upload file. Tunic test, uploading. Yeah, try and download the PNG and see if you can open it in ZBrush as a 3D file. That'd be wild if that works through Instagram. I mean, I guess it should, but I don't know. If not, I mean, it's 2 megabytes, like the ZBrush file. It's so small. Copy the link. Have you seen, are we getting a sequel to Dead Space? Well, Spirituals. Yeah, I heard about that, Exodus, right? That's exciting. Guys who worked on Dead Space are finally making a new game. I haven't seen the trailer for it yet, though. I gotta watch it. Okay, so here's the Dropbox link. In case that PNG doesn't work. But please try the PNG. Let me know if it works. Okay, so there you go. There's your tunic. Merry Christmas. You've got a tunic. And you can sculpt on that, you know, obviously, and just add to it and do whatever you need. All right, so moving back on to Cupid. All right, so we're trying to get this guy. I'm trying to get this guy a little bit more symmetrical. I'm just trying to decide which side of the face to mirror and weld. That looks hilarious, but I think that might work. I think that's. We'll go with this. And then I'm just gonna adjust the. So before I do that, I'm gonna adjust the eyeball here. So, all right. Ask everything except that. It worked. The PNG worked? That's freaking awesome. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. ZBrush, you geniuses. You mad genius, so fair. That's awesome. Yeah, right? That's so cool. That's so cool. So yeah, guys, if you want to share ZBrush files with each other, you can save them as PNGs and send them through Instagram. How freaking crazy is that? I mean, I guess it has to be lower end. I'm assuming if it's like hundreds of megabytes, it may not work. I'm just guessing, but this was like just this model. It's the whole model, the whole scene, which was straight out of the Lightbox and ZBrush, and they added the tunic and all that. It's 2 megabytes or whatever. Went like that. Crazy. Awesome. All right. Surprised. This is better than like bug-eyed though, or like, Okay. So we got that symmetrical now. So now we can work in the x-axis with symmetry. Sweet. And I'll make asymmetrical changes later. So anyone who just joined or who, is a little behind stream, I'm taking the head of Cupid from this piece, which was taken from another piece, as you most likely know, and from this whole piece, where he's taken off. And I want to work on the head symmetrically, so I just made some adjustments for rotation and the gizmo and whatnot to get it to be lined up with world center, and then mirror and welded it over because I dynameshed or I decimated this a long time ago, and I just didn't care to like dig up the clean topological model version, so which is out there somewhere. Which is also, this is a great exercise to show people like you can work with stuff that has rough geometry and Z remesh it and then project back detail and whatnot. So that's what we're going to do here. So now I got a face that's symmetrical, and we got all the necessary bits and pieces in there. So now, I may not even Z-remesh this. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. It depends on how bad. No, I probably will. Yeah. Yeah, because this is not sculptor friendly. Not that I want to do an extreme change to the expression, but I still want to move like the eyelids like up as he's a bit more focused, brow down a little bit, mouth closed, or maybe, I don't know, maybe a little open still, but you know, and put some teeth in there and a tongue. So looks like Rick from Walking Dead. Yeah, you're right. He kind of does, right? Yeah, totally. Totally. You're right. Was the beard done with fiber mesh or something? No, I just did that with I think I just did that with if I remember correctly, I think I did that with like a fur alpha texture, and I think I just sort of used that and then used noise because I wanted to have this kind of scruff. I wanted it to be like a manly scruff, but not like a full beard. Like, you know, I don't want it to be like Kratos. I wanted it just to be like masculine. Yeah, I just subdivided up high, you know, because that's the one thing you can always take comfort in, and something I find annoyance with, depending on where it's applied. Artists who, I had this on a job I'm working on right now, artists who, on some things, artists who just subdivide to get detail and or then Dynamesh just to get what they want, and then they think that they're good to go, but that's not at all user-friendly for animation. You can't do anything with that. Usually it'll just, if it's millions of polys, it'll probably just crash or chug Maya to like a crawl. So modeling efficiently and knowing how to model clean, nice topology and how to, you know, blend between different options is extremely important. And there's all kinds of tools out there. I'm using a demo right now. I'm going to buy the full version. I'm using a demo right now of where is it? Is it not in here? Where did it go? ZWrap. Where is it? I just had it. What the heck? Or did I put that demo on my... See, I'm going back and forth between machines. Maybe the demo was on my Mobile Studio Pro. It wasn't on my PC. That's it, I think. Yeah. Shoot. Okay, well, I would show you, except it's not here. ZWrap. Excuse me. ZWrap is this awesome tool made by some, as what is it? Flip Normal said, some crazy Russians. Some really inventive, wild Russians out there who are making this tool called ZWrap. And it's also a standalone program and a plugin for ZBrush. Excuse me, I got like some wheat in my throat. So ZWrap is a super handy tool, which lets you take clean topology and then morph or like shrink wrap